Hey beauties, it's your girl Dazanaki coming at you with another makeup tutorial. Let's get into it. If you watched my latest Ulta video, my latest Ulta haul, you would see that I got this beautiful little peachy peach. It's got little matte touchy-feely peaches. They're slightly 3D. This is from I Heart Revolution. This is the mini tasty peach palette. It has 5 pressed shadows, pressed powder shadows, yeah, and the rest are matte. Give you a nice up close of the balls. They are not named, they are just numbered, and I gave you a little swatcheroo of a few of those shades in that video. All I've done is put primer on my face right now, so you are going to get a little bit more of the makeup look with this one. I was going to have my face already done, and I decided not to because you're going to see me try to cover up this craziness going on. Alright, I just went ahead and used this primer to help with my dry skin and really get into the nooks and crannies of my face. I was like to say of things. Those things will be my face. Alright, so I've kind of been going back and forth between my concealers. I've been using this Tarte Creaseless Concealer. That's, I believe it's part of their Shape Tape line. And I've also been using this one from Essence. This is their Camouflage Plus Matte Concealer. It's allegedly waterproof and tattoo covering, and I think that's a bunch of baloney. It does not even cover my dark circles, which is what it says it does. It says ultra covering of all these different things. It's instantly covering the dark circles and blemishes. Honey, it does not. I will show you. And then I'll probably end up going in with the Tarte one. Okay? Like, I don't know if I need to let it sit on my face longer or what I need to do, but it definitely does not take care of the under eye like I would want it to. And I always have to go back in with my blemishes. But we'll see. We'll see what it's going to do today. You're going to need a whole other dip for that. We're going with this fuzzy, I think this is Junko. This little fuzzy, velvety, spongy sponge. I will say it kind of burns in some areas, really just like, there's a bad boy right there. So I'm going to start going in. That's probably the only area that it burns. That's probably because it's slightly open. So it doesn't do a bad job, like with these little ones, like it's fine. But it's really like the areas I need it the most, I feel like this is not giving me what I want. So we'll see what it's going to do for us today. Let me know down below what your favorite concealer is, because these definitely are not my favorite ones. As I said, like, I'm not a really big fan. I mean, it did a good job, but like, I still feel like this is dark in here. You know, I also have like some mascara that just didn't want to come off my face going on in there too, but still, that should have been an easy cover. I know some people that put like the big heavy triangle underneath their eyes, and that's how they do their concealer, and I've never really been that person. I did a couple times, and then my under eye got super cakey. You could see all the fine lines underneath my eye, like I'm starting to get with this. Like, this one's fine. This one I feel like is more up in my biz. And yes, I know I did my concealer first. I've been going back and forth because these blemishes have been so bad. My breakouts have been so bad, or really they've been so dark. Like this one's big, but it's just so dark. It's hard to really conceal it. So I've been doing concealer first, and then sometimes going back in after my foundation, and sometimes doing some more if necessary. Yeah, like a little bit just like went so far. Is that my issue? Like I'm not able to keep it in this area. I definitely feel like this velvet helps with my under eye issues and getting it in those areas and areas that you might crease a lot. But I don't know, my under eyes just I just naturally have bags under my eyes. But yeah, it's either like now I've used too much product and it's just like up in the creases. It is what it is, alright? This is why some of us use Photoshop more than others. I'm not saying I do necessarily, but when it gets too much and I'm taking up close pictures, we do what we gotta do, alright? Excuse me. Okie dokie. Let's go in with that foundation then. I mean, I want to try something new, but I also don't, because I know what works for me, and that's my Tarte Shape Tape Matte Foundation in Fairlight Neutral. I honestly don't know how I haven't run out of this yet. I couldn't tell you when I purchased this. This is my first time buying it, and I never have run out. It's still the same one. She keeps going, and you can just see one dofa swipe in, and I got that much in my face. Really? Oh. Bloop. Alright, and we're gonna buff that out with a nice, fluffy, but flat Morphe M6 brush Aruba. I finally cleaned all my makeup brushes, so they're gonna perform nicely, and they're not gonna be the reason for my breakouts. My breakouts are wearing masks too much, which honestly I can't even use that excuse anymore because I've been having to go out as much. And falling asleep on my makeup. A few times that I do my makeup, and then I freaking fall asleep wearing my makeup. Don't do that. I just fall asleep at weird times where I like lay down for a nap, and then suddenly it's like 4 hours later, and I'm like, oh, I guess it was sleepy time. Luckily though, usually when I've been falling asleep with my makeup on, weirdly enough, I've been sleeping on my back. So like my face has not touched the pillow. Like, however I fell asleep is literally how I've been waking up, and it's been kind of weird. I'm like, oh, okay, well I slept soundly for this whole time. All these hours that I just fell asleep for this nap I was taking suddenly turned into a mini sleep. But I was comfortable. Just laying flat on my back. My legs doing whatever. Sometimes I got one like bent up weird on the couch. Or it's just there. Just laying straight. Or my legs will be crossed or something. I mean, it's well covered, but like you can still see the monster. Like, no, I guess it's not that bad. I'm gonna look at it in the camera too. I mean, it just looks like I have a mole on my face. I might do a teensy bit more and come right back. All right, we are back, and I did my brows as well, and I did a little Dragon Beauty transformation, you know, all that jazz underneath my eyes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop this e.l.f. Putty Eye Cream, Eye Primer Cream, using the bottom of my spongy onto my lids to make sure that my eyeshadow really sticks and stays and pops. I don't think I'm going to do a wing for this look. I don't believe so, but you never know. If I got more time, I might end up. I have a video interview coming up, and honestly, I don't even think I'm going to have to be on the video, because the last 2 times that I've had to do a interview or something over video, they were like, oh, you can turn off your video. We don't need that. And I was the only one that had my video on, and I was like, all right, well, y'all got to see how good I looked. But I'm going to change my shirt, and just the shirt. Just the shirt, maybe a necklace, but this kind of job, I might have a uniform top. I might not. It's a photographer job where I'll be going and taking like your school pictures, but for the little ones, so that's exciting. Okay, I said I was ready for, might not do any, I'm gonna do just a touch of blush. Like I said that I was ready. I love my e.l.f. 4 quad blush palette. You get 3 blush, you get 1 bronzer. I love it, it's my go-to. Usually mix these 2, as you can see, even though that one's gotten a little more taps apparently. There is that. All right, going into this palette, I'm going to take, I'm gonna swatch them first real quick, because they are pretty similar. I don't remember which one I swatched where. Okay, so I just swatched this one and this one, because one is more of a red, I like swatched it with the weirdest fingers, but okay. One of them is more of a red, and one of them is more orange. Yeah, I think you can see that on the camera. That this one here is more orange than this one is. I want more of the red. I want more of the red, so that's gonna be this one up here. And I'm gonna take this nice little fluffy eyeshadow brush. We're gonna get in there. This is powdery, so I do tap off a little bit. And first, I'm just going to kind of lay it out where I want. And then I'm going to go in and blend, because I want this color to be really pigmented. So I really am just going to pack it first. And that's a good idea for a lot of eyeshadows. I've noticed a lot with my Morphe James Charles palette and with Jeffree Star Cosmetics. A lot of those, if you want your pigment, you really need to pack it first, and then you can blend like crazy, and it does amazing. So like, that's awesome. Right there. I'm not going to go much below the crease. I'm really just going to blend this together and up. But not too crazy. I'm going to do the same with the other eye. Alright, now that I've got that on both of my lids, I'm going to go ahead with one of those pressed powders. I really want to go for more of a pink. But I don't want to be too crazy, so I'm going to go ahead in with this lighter one, this light pink pressed powder. Because they kind of get more pink, and definitely like a hot pink. Something like bubblegum, that's like hot pink. Hot pink is what that one is. So I'm going to take, that's my highlighter brush. I'm not going to take that one. The little fluffy Morphe M455 brush. I got like colors over here, and my colors on my fingers, and I'm like, I don't touch my face with the colors. Alright, so with these pressed powders, you can just kind of press your, you can see it, you can kind of press your brush into it. If I swipe, I'm getting a lot of glittery, you just get a lot of glittery kickback, and we don't want it like that. So you just press into it and go. Yeah. And same with applying it to your lid. You can kind of press it, and then I kind of will move it around. So I'm going to put this all over my lid, all the way up to where I want my crease to start. I'm going to take it all the way to the edge as well. So like I said, see, I got too much chunks there. And that happens. You can either press them onto your lid, hope so they stay right where they are, or you just kind of flick them off like I did. I definitely got some a little everywhere. I pressed a little hard. It happens. Like, these pressed powders are soft. They are pressed, but it's because they are pressed with the glitters. Okay, I'm gonna do the other one, and then we'll come back and do mascara. All right, got that. Let's go ahead and do some mascara. I have been using a lot of the same one lately, and my mascara has not been doing it for me. I don't always curl my lashes, but I don't feel like my mascara has been doing a lot. I've been using like some basic mascaras. So I've been wearing a lot of fake lashes, which I don't need since I said I'm doing an interview, and I already have over-the-top makeup going on as is. That's just me though, alright? So just give them a little curl, and then I'm gonna go ahead in with this Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara. I like to go down a little bit first, coat the top of the lashes, and it helps them to really stick with that curl. If I was going out, then I would definitely be putting fake lashes on and possibly be doing a wing. I might also add a white eyeliner to the bottom waterline, but you know, I'm not going to be doing extra right now. I actually think that I really like this mascara. It's pretty nice. I've only used it a couple times now, but I like it. It's very dark over on these top ones, but it is what it is, you know? Alright, I'm going to do a little highlight. And, you know I love my ochre. Like, I love them. A lot. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, I forgot about you. Yep. I'm going to go ahead in with these Seraphine Botanicals. This is the Daisy and Pearl Natural Radiance Booster. I don't know what it needs. It doesn't say what color it is. That's all you get. I don't know if they did more than one in the collaboration or if it was just this one. A nice kind of champagne-y pink-ish silver. I don't know. It's not pink. I say champagne. Champagne, silvery with some gold. That's such a bad description. It's not pink like my eyeshadow. Like, it's definitely not that. But I've got some that are just like stark silvery almost. Like, that could be like a blinding white when you put on, and I feel like this is not that. Alright, now I'm gonna do this here. video interview, I'll let you know if my face was shown at all. But then I'm gonna add a more Valentine's twist to this current makeup look. That'll just be way, way too much, and they'd be like, "What are you doing? Get out of this interview." But I'll definitely be adding some things. I don't know if I'm gonna do the hearts across my face. That's probably what I'm gonna do, honestly, because these colors, I don't know what else I can really do there. I've had a few different ideas to do more kawaii, possibly like do like a little heart band-aid across the nose and hearts all over. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do just yet. All right, but I am gonna use a nude on my lippy. I actually did this in some pictures that I posted on my Instagram the other day when it was snowing. This is from House Laboratories in the shade Myth. This is the Demi Matte Lip Liner Crayon in Rip Lip, or RIP Lip Liner. And if you watch one of my past videos, I'll put it up here because I don't remember if it's the House Labs unboxing or another one, but I'll figure out and post it up here. But I had found a dupe that this goes with one of my drugstore lipsticks. It was my favorite. So I'm obsessed with this color now. I need to sharpen it though before RIP's my lips. Just gonna do the main areas and yeah. But what I did the other day is that I then added, I then added the gloss from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Beaded Glass. And I put this on top. Game changer. And I'm not really a gloss girl, but I got this in my mystery box, so of course I had to try it out. You really don't get a lot on the doe foot, so I'm like trying to pump it. I swear it smells like sugar or cookies or something. It just smells so delicious. Yeah, and so this is the first look. I love it. It's definitely very bold. Oh, I totally missed the brow bone highlight. How could I? Because that's my thing. It was like my thing. You need the brow bone highlight. What else was the next one? My jelly. I filled in my brow. Can you even tell? Did you even notice? Oh, I thought it grew back. It has been trying, honestly. Just cut a little part of my brow out. My choice. I wanted it out. Even though I did extra over the top, my lip gloss brushes. Even though I did over the top makeup. Okay. Let's fill in that brow, honey. Let's fill it in. All right, and yeah, I'll come back and let you know how the interview went, or if just I was seen. If anybody saw my fabulous work. And then I'm gonna show you how we can vamp it up for evening Galentine look. But look, you can't even tell I didn't put the lip liner all over my lips. Hey beauties, so like zoomed in enough so you can see my eyes. I'll just come down here. Hey beauties, I am back to add some Valentine's fun to this eye makeup look that I already did. See, I've been swatching some ideas between this palette that I was already using and another palette. It's actually a brand new palette that I got in my collection. Oh, I hope it's something information. Nope, it definitely did. Good way to jump into this. I really did that. We're gonna ignore that because, as you can see, we're in a different location. I'm gonna end up doing a voiceover for the rest of this. I just wanted to pop out and say hi. My interview did require my face. I jumped on there and I was like, all right, it is just me. And the person interviewing me was the same person I talked to on the phone before. And she was just like, can you turn your video on? I was like, oh, all right, yep, we're gonna be seeing each other. All right, yes. Let me turn that on for you. Well, let me do that. And your girl got a photography job. All right. It's only seasonal, but it's awesome experience, especially because I don't have photography on my resume. It's always just an aside thing and a hobby and whatnot, but I want it to become a side business. So, we're gonna name it out there. All right. So I'm gonna add some fun stuff. I've got some little hearts, stencils and stuff that I made. I'm gonna do hearts across my cheeks. I thought about the band-aid idea, and I'm not sure. I brought some rhinestones out here. I might have to pause so that I can get some other things. I brought out a variety of things. I'm in the middle of watching the Framing Britney Spears documentary on Hulu currently. I also heard it's on YouTube. got. It's pretty interesting so far. I've got about 15 minutes of it left. But yeah, I'm gonna change my makeup and I'm gonna do my voiceover. I got my makeup mirror and I said I brought another palette out here. I am also going to be doing some stuff with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jawbreaker palette. It's one of them that I just got on sale. It was a buy one get one free sale, and now I have 2 new Jeffree Star palettes. I'm not happy. I'm going to get into that. Try to jump back out of the frame. I'm going to get back into that and also fix this other frame fully. Alright, so here I'm applying these stickers that I cut out. I cut out a couple different hearts. I'm using the cutouts themselves as well as pieces that I used to cut them out to stick onto my cheeks so that I can then fill them in and color around them with color to make some hearts. As you can see here, I started going in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jawbreaker palette using the shade Licorice, Cherry Wet, and a little bit of Raspberry. I also went in with some of the same red color that I used on my eyelids from the Tasty Peach palette. I start building the color all the way up to my eyeshadow that I've already done, and I decided to bring that color down to connect with my cheeks, and so I did that here on both sides, connected it down, and kind of covered my whole cheek area with this pink and red mixture. So again, just going back in with those different colors. I also add a little bit of the bubble gum to get more of a pinky color to my look. I started to move some of the decals around so I could get hearts on both sides of my face. I wanted to make sure each side was even. The color coverage was all about the same on both sides, covering the same areas, making sure that it was nice and balanced. And had a good number of hearts on either side before I went in adding even more details. Then I started going ahead in using the same Jawbreaker palette to add the band-aid that I was debating on. I went ahead using the color Cone and covering my nose on either side using a flat eyeshadow brush. Really making sure that I'm patting the color in there, adding lots of detail, and then I go ahead and adding the color Tasty to kind of trim out the edges of the band-aid to give it more depth and detail. I also use this color throughout the band-aid detailing and kind of go back over again with that lighter shade to kind of lighten it up a little bit as well. You can see here I decided to use the end of my makeup brush because I didn't think I had a tiny enough brush to make some round dots to add some detailing to the band-aid. Then I pulled out some nail rhinestones actually and some eyelash glue to add some more details. I decided to add some rhinestones in a variety of places around my face. Not really matching either side, but just making sure I have the same number of rhinestones on either side. I'm just going ahead and sticking those on. Then, of course, I decided I needed some more colored hearts going on to the mixture, so I went ahead and dipped into my Beauty Bakery Lip Whip lipstick in Mon Cherie and used a fine pointed Morphe G29 brush. I did the same thing ahead with some Jeffree Star Cosmetics with Shane Dawson collaboration with some velour liquid lipstick in the shade Jeffree with the F and Ryland. Just adding some more hearts to each side, making sure that, again, they're nice and even, but also just adding more details to the overall look. And here we have the finished look covered on my face. I definitely could have added some more detail to the band-aid, but for my first time and really for the focus of the look, this is pretty awesome, I believe. So thanks so much for watching. You'll see more things like this on my Instagram, and stay tuned next week for the next video.